Welcome again to the Election Bureau. Once again, this is the GH Election Blitz with me, Emmanuel Sapon. And you know the business. Anytime I come to your screens, I'm here to bring you the highlights on what's going on the world of social media in regards to the ongoing Ghana elections. It's day 2. We should know everybody's smoothness level. But in the meantime, some results have been declared in some constituency. And one of the constituencies that was one to watch was the Ayawaso West constituency. And guess what? It was a heels versus boots agenda right there, because Lydia Alassane was going head to head with John Dumelo. And guess who took the day? Lydia. And social media did not spare John Dumelo at all. And someone, Michael Schofield, said John Dumelo moved from Eyezu to Eyesu. Oh my goodness. Asabri says someone is using the laptop he got Mr. Dumelo to do John Dumelo agenda. Okay, NDC, would you stand next year? And that is the reaction of Dumelo's face, according to Impulse Buy-in. Saibu says, I hear John Dumelo is going around to take back all the corona rice he distributed. At this time, she'll say the rice finished. Bernard says, I Claire, viewing Ayawaso West from afar. Laptop collection mood activated. Spider-Man Jumana say. My oh my. Alright, so Kobe Katili says, after what has happened to Dumelo, no, you still believe politics is about popularity? LOL. Hey, my leader be hard pass. Yes, indeed. I think you could call this boots for heels, and heels definitely took the day. Son of Julia says, gutters them's all Dumelo tier. But still, my leader lasham simple. Hey, woman go show you. The agenda never stops. Beyond Control says John Dumelo in your left and Ghana Dimu. You're right. All right. Papi Kojo says, I'm with you, Mr. Dumelo. I cried in 2016, but I am with you. So those of you remember what happened to Papi Kojo in 2016, he had quite a number of popular songs during that season, during that era, and he didn't get a single award. I think a nomination at the 2016 Ghana Music Award. So he's definitely understanding how Mr. Dumelo is feeling right now. So yeah, that's about it for Dumelo's tweets, and back to you. Oh, but wait, before that, some people actually believe that John Dumelo, though might have lost the seat at Ayawaso West, he might just pass on to be the first deputy member of parliament elect at Ayawaso West Wuogon constituency. This is according to Thought Pillow. So as you can see there, he says, congratulations, John Dumelo. So there you have it. Unfortunately, John Dumelo couldn't take over the seat. So Leader gets to retain the seat fully, since their husband passed away.
Don't talk much. Yeah, I just show action.
Man, Charlie, don't mess with Ghanaians, man. Don't mess with Ghanaians, man. I don't know how John Dumelo is feeling right now. Maybe, just maybe, after we watch this video. All right, now another thing that we realized on social media was that the Bawumia effect has happened in the northern sector of the country, because we've seen a number of flip-flops where constituencies that were naturally NDC strongholds have now been flip-flopped into Bawumia strongholds.
Hey, Asemo.
Exactly, the Bawumia effect has taken full control in the north, where the MPP has fortunately gained some seats in there, and social media went bizarre because they are giving credit to Bawumia's effect ever since he became the vice president of the current president, which is Nana Akufo-Addo. And this is what some of you had to say. Alright, so let's do some Bawumia reactions, and starting off with that, we have Manche B. Ago, and he says, from the figures coming from the northern regions, Vice President Bawumia clearly won us the election. He's proving himself. Okay, Nibasak says the northern region is now a stronghold for the MPP. Bawumia effect, North is falling for MPP. Alright, Lord Kujo, or from our own Franklin Kujo of Imani, Africa, irrespective of who wins, it's clear that Bawumia is the greatest asset for the MPP. You dump him and say bye to progress. He must begin to be more assertive though. Dennis says, Bawumia really worked for the North there. Give Showboy. MPP getting more votes than 2016. If we reach Kumasi, then we sorry. Hey, who? That's right. Onibanya says the MPP must consolidate their gains in the northern regions by giving Bawumia the nod to lead in 2024. His effect on the trend of votes in the regions has been tremendous. Fantastic guy. Great impact. Thoughts below again says the way Bawumia is getting fans, they're mad oh. Alright, so there you have it. Bawumia's effect all throughout the northern region. Let's see how it fares in the total elections for the presidency. Alright, now moving on to other exciting content on social media, what we saw identified on social media, skirt and blouse. Now, this is the first time for some people you are hearing this. What is skirt and blouse? I mean, you've seen it in the trends, you're wondering what it's about. I'm going to speak to someone who is going to tell us in layman terms what skirt and blouse voting means.
So the skirt and blouse voting is a kind of system where a voter decides to vote for two different candidates belonging to two different political parties. So for example, in the Klote-Kole constituency where we have Citi FM, Citi TV, a voter decides that I'm going to vote in this general election. When the voter goes, the voter decides to vote for the presidential elections. When he looks at the candidates in the particular presidential election, the voter decides to vote for GUM in that particular election for president. In the same constituency where the voter is also supposed to, or is expected to vote for a parliamentary candidate. But in voting for the parliamentary candidate, this time he didn't vote for the candidate belonging to the GUM party. He decides that he's going to vote for a parliamentary candidate belonging to the CPP. In this case, that particular voter has decided to go for the skirt and blouse. So instead of voting for GUM presidential and GUM parliamentary, he goes for GUM presidential, CPP parliamentary. So this is what we mean by skirt and blouse anytime we talk about it in the news or we talk about it during our analysis.
All right, now this is the first time you are hearing the word or you're hearing these words, skirt and blouse. Some of you tweeted by saying, for example, 1,000 says skirt and blouse everywhere. Electorate voting based on works and not family ties or brand, and that's a win. Rexford Kingsley also said, Charlie, no be small skirt and blouse. Menace voto. And then Selby also says that I like the skirt and blouse voting. Certain areas are no longer strongholds. If you don't work for the people, then you will leave the seat. And then Kwan Jr. or Style says, so the skirt and blouse, them they vote who go where am. Now, I want to call this international news sort of because this man who is quite popular, for those of you who know Ovation magazine, his name is Dele Mamudu, unfortunately happened to be on the bad side of Ghanaians because I think he poked his nose into businesses that are not his. And in the tweet, as you can see, he talked about the fact that lights have gone off in some areas when the counting of votes was underway, and Ghanaians did not spare him at all. So let us take you through some of the reactions that came our way when he tweeted that. Well, on to some Dele Mamudu tweets or reactions. Bernard Kweku Okai says, stick to interviewing #BB Niger contestants. That's your feel. Ouch. Kobe Dexter says, no brother bomb me past Dele Mamudu. He won't think about his country. No wonder Davido called him my guy. Right. Lumbamba says lights have been going off all over in Nigeria. We don't see you tweet about it. Rest. Queen Kali says Dele Mamudu needs to mind his business and focus on his country. All right, so there you have it. Entertaining reactions all through right here on the Election Bureau. Don't forget that the hashtag is Election Bureau, and also you could hashtag GH Elections. When you tweet at us, you can tweet at me at Olele Salvador on Twitter, everywhere, anywhere, social media, and also at Citi TV GH. Don't forget Citi 97.3, which is also the radio wing of the Election Bureau production. Till I come your way with some more, don't forget to keep the conversation going, to keep the interactions popping, and guess what? You just might appear on TV. See you next time.